Two city council members are calling for an investigation of their own sergeant-at-arms. The unusual request comes in the wake of a heated public hearing involving a large crowd of community activists last week. The officer apparently called for backup, a move those council members call excessive.
Here's KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan.
In calling for the investigation, the council members Daniel Laval and Kahari Mosley say calling for backup is at best puzzling and at worst deeply disturbing. And they want a full accounting of what happened here last week.
Make sure we have an equitable city for the people that live.
Emotions ran high in council chambers last week as representatives of community groups petitioned the members to maintain the award of millions of dollars in Stop the Violence grants to their organizations.
We need these funds to continue. For those with your isms, remove them, because Black lives matter.
You know, I found it incredibly unnecessary and troubling that the Sergeant-at-Arms felt that was necessary.
But while passionate, Councilman Kahari Mosley says those in the chamber pose no safety threat to anyone and is calling for an investigation into why the Sergeant-at-Arms, John Svitek, apparently called for backup, and several sheriff deputies responded.
It could potentially send a signal out that the people aren't welcome in their own house. That, you know, when people come to lobby and advocate the folks that they elected into office, that when they come there, they could potentially, you know, be seen as a threat.
Svitek didn't comment, but after speaking with the officer, Councilman Anthony Coghill said he acted properly. Coghill said the room was beyond capacity and people who congregated behind the council table and blocked the doorway refused Svitek's request to move. Svitek, who normally is accompanied by another officer in council, texted his supervisor for additional help. According to Coghill, the supervisor tried unsuccessfully to call Svitek back and so called the sheriff's office, which sent 3 deputies. But when they arrived, the officer said he only needed 1. As a result, Coghill said what some see as an overreaction was more of a miscommunication. And Councilman Bob Charlin defended the officer, who has served as Sergeant-at-Arms since 2017.
All I can say is that, you know, the Sergeant-at-Arms keeps us safe every day, you know, in council, and I'm really proud of the work that he does.
And so the incident may be chalked up to a misunderstanding, but the passion around the future of these grants remains and will be a heated issue on into the summer. Reporting at City Council chambers, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.
Now, in a statement, the Department of Pittsburgh Public Safety says it's conducting an internal review, which includes radio communications, video and body-worn camera footage, and it will make any procedural adjustments as warranted.